Welcome, boxing fans, InThisCornerTV.com. I'm Smitty. We're at the MGM Grand, where tonight Vernon Forrest went back in time a little bit. Looks sensational in redemption he got tonight against Sergio Mora, winning a unanimous decision and a 5th world championship. After the fight, we spoke to Vernon Forrest. At the MGM Grand with Vernon Forrest, once again world champion. Congratulations. Your thoughts on the victory tonight?
Thank you, Smitty. First of all, I got to get a shameless plug. First, I got to thank God for giving me this victory. Shameless plug, but I got to thank Adidas and Ironhead Boxing, my sponsors. But I thought it was a great performance. I really wanted to beat him up and knock him out. I did beat him up. I didn't get a chance to knock him out, but I was really happy for my performance because I worked really, really hard for this fight. I really trained. He really motivated me. He made me get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and train. I trained from 5 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, 3 times a day. Now, I really had to work really hard for this fight, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
In defense of not stopping him, I thought you were on the road to stopping him late in that fight, but he's a difficult guy, too, and he's tough, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very tough, and he's slippery, very slippery. And a lot of times, you get locked into a couple times I got locked into trying to knock him out, and I got hit a couple times. And I was like, well, go back to setting him up. And, a couple times I just kind of ran out of time, end of the round, and I had to restart again. But I thought all in all, it was a great performance, though.
One of the things you proved to me, I was a little worried, a little concerned off the last fight. I was wondering, hey, at 37, the legs were you heading towards Shotsville as a fighter? But you proved you're not Shotsville, not at all. You look fantastic. What was the big difference between these two fights?
Smitty, let me tell you the honest truth. What happened? I woke up the morning of the weigh-in. I was 6 pounds over. I woke up about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, damn, I'm 6 pounds over. So I started working out. The pounds.
Why were you 6 pounds over?
Normally we would get into the fight site on Monday or Tuesday. It give me at least 2 or 3 days to get the weight off. Well, we didn't get into the site until the day before the weigh-in, so I didn't have enough time. Your body. I don't have to walk around at 154 pounds. I just got to, for 5 seconds, make 154 pounds, and then that's it. Then I can go eat. And so it's a system that every fighter has a system, and we got it down to a science. It just so happened, my system was thrown off. So I wake up at 6 pounds over. I started working out at 5 o'clock in the morning. The pounds wouldn't come off. The last 2 pounds just stuck. Just really, really stuck. So I had to go to the sauna, and for 2 hours I was in the sauna sweating off the weight. I got the weight off, but I was flat, and so it just drained me. This time I made weight. I've been on weight for a week. So I came down on weight. So weight wasn't a problem. My condition was fantastic. My weight was fantastic. So I knew it was going to be a great performance.
And it was. One of the things I thought you did real well, and I love to see it from a long fighter like you, is that doggone left jab. When you get that thing going, it sets up your entire arsenal. You did a great job with the right hand as well.
See, my jab, people wonder why I don't use it as much as I should. I still got elbow problems. I don't have shoulder problems anymore. I have elbow problems, and so sometimes I overextend it, and it numbs out for a minute, and then it takes a little time to come back. This time I tried my best not to overextend it too much, and I was able to use it more frequently than I had in the past. And you're right, that was the number one thing that really separate this fight from the last fight, was I was able to set him up with the jab, and then the jab opened up everything.
You've been around long enough, and you certainly deserve some big money fights to close out your career. You proved tonight you're not done as a fighter yet, but what do you really want? I would think it wouldn't be about, I know it's about some belts, but right now it should be about closing out with some big fights for Vernon Forrest.
Yeah, the number one thing that I wanted out of this fight, is by me becoming a 5-time world champion, they got to let me in the hall. That I was fighting for my legacy. This was all about my legacy. This fight was about this belt. It wasn't about money. It wasn't about opportunity. It wasn't about fights after this. It was just about this one fight. I'm happy I got this fight. Whatever happens after this, it happens. I've made some money. I've invested my money really well. I'm not hurting for anything. I don't fight for money. I never fought for money. But at the same time, it is a business, and I don't fight for free. So, we'll see what's out there.
I'll let you pay a visit to me. When I go on vacation, my mom is in Ellijay, Georgia, 70 miles north of Atlanta, and I go up there. I'm writing a screenplay, so I've been up there writing. So I'll have to, I'll come down to Atlanta, a little break from the woods, and you can come out and hang out in the cabin with Smitty and hang out.
Absolutely, we can do that. We can do that. I'll bring you to the city and show you Atlanta. If we can have some fun, you can take me in the woods, and we can kick it, go fishing or something.
All right, what is next for you, though?
Rest. I just want some rest. That's all I want is some rest right now. We had a very extensive.
And an ice cream?
And ice cream. I mean, my ice cream, man, it's delicious. I haven't had ice cream. I haven't had sweets. I'm just so happy. I'm thrilled right now. I'm really. It's not very often that I impress myself. I am my biggest supporter and my worst critic. And I must say that I am very happy with my performance today.
You impressed us all, including yours truly. Congratulations, champ.
I really appreciate it, Smith.
Well, Vernon seemed pleased with his performance, didn't he? And he should be. He proved there is something left in the tank at 37 years of age. He wins his 5th world title. He has a lot of opportunities out there. Doesn't exactly know what he wants to do, but a lot of great opportunities out there for Vernon Forrest. Look forward to seeing him back in the ring sometime fairly soon. InThisCornerTV.com for all your great boxing information, news, interviews. Stay tuned from the MGM Grand. So long, boxing fans.